Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your weekly reading. It's a reading for May 27th until the 2nd of June. I'm vibing with a windmill because this is an air sign. Might do that. I might try and make sure I kind of link up with every single different kind of element while I'm doing this, just to kind of keep pulling that vibe, you know? I'm going to do a 4-part reading, as always. The first one... I dropped a card. Weird. The first one will be past, present, and future, but don't get hung up on time because the past is just memory, the future is just desire, and the present is the present. Then I pull out a card for your shadow, a card for your ego, and dynamic between those two. So shadow is what you're hiding, your vulnerabilities. Ego is what you project out into the world to hide your vulnerabilities, so nobody knows they're there. And the dynamic is obviously what's happening between those two. Then I'm going to pull a card for the influences working in your favour, a card for your obstacles working against you, and why that's happening, which is usually an external thing. And then I'll take 3 cards from Spirit for advice for the coming week. The 3 cards often do not come out as 3 cards. Sometimes they're like 5 or 6, so lucky you if that's the case. I aim for 3 cards, but the universe tells me what's going on. But I'm going to use a new deck for my advice, which is actually only Major Arcana. We'll see how that goes. It's an experiment that you're privy to, Aquarius. Right, so the card for the theme for your past, present, and future is the, Knight of Materials in reverse. You feel like you've lost something. Things are falling away from you. Your stability is falling away from you. It feels very unsettling, and it feels very dramatic, almost like a spiral, like falling into a vortex. Oh no, I've lost this thing. I'm going to lose everything. A bit dramatic, Aquarius. Past position, the Hanged Man, the Hanged Muse, which is a pause, a moment of reflection, a change of perspective, surrendering to what's going on. Okay. Present position, Queen of Cups, Queen of Emotions. So this is someone who is in full charge of receiving love, knows their worth, knows their ability to nurture and to take care of people's hearts, connections. It feels right now that you're in a good space for receiving love, Aquarius. You're able to receive love. You're seeing your own worth. What you have in your future, which is number is desire. Strength card and the 4 of Materials, which is the 4 of Pentacles, withholding. Strength, force, mastery of fear. What you want to do right now is to master your fears. And right now, one of your fears is your fear of opening up your life and stability to another person. But if you're wanting to be this person who receives love, and you want that to be a part of your permanent household arrangement, you're gonna need to be able to master this fear of letting someone in who may possibly mess up your vibes, mess up your stability and prosperity. Are you able to overcome that? Are you able to go like, hey, so now a message is coming in real clear. How are you with control? Are you overly controlling? Do you try to do things to a certain order in order to get a desired outcome? Or are you able to surrender? If you're able to let go and go with the flow, you'll be able to kind of open up your space to another person a lot easier. If you're not able to do that, if you really like to control your environment for your own safety and security, safety and security doesn't come from you controlling things in your environment. Safety and security comes from making sure your root chakra is super fucking open. Because security comes from yourself. Like, a lot of us can be fine without having a stable environment. I'm fine without a stable environment. So I just make sure that I've got everything I need, and or the knowledge to make sure that I can look after myself, which I have, so I'm fine. I can be in an unstable environment and be so okay and cool. I don't need to control anything. Are you able to do that? No judgment. Everyone does everything differently, you know. I'm not going to sit there and go, you don't do your life like me, so therefore you're wrong. Nah, everyone does everything their own way. I'm not here to judge anything. However, thing is though, if you've got a tendency to control things just because it makes you feel safe, are you controlling other people? Worth considering, you know. Your shadow, what you're hiding from the world. 3 of Pentacles, collaboration on a project, and the 8 of Swords in reverse, 8 of Voices. You felt really, really imprisoned, trapped by uncertainty. You have not known, you're hiding from the world that your own fear of the unknown is what traps you. You're trying to come out of that just now. And you're using your, I suppose, work networks to try and do that. You're attempting to break out of this self-imposed prison of uncertainty. Do you need to know what's going on? Do you need to know the future? Is that why you're watching this? Do you need to know that so you feel safe and secure? If anything comes up to disturb that, then that shakes you, makes you quite vulnerable, you know? But that's your vulnerability just now, is the fact that you're trying to stop that. There's something about these stripes. Black and white thinking is what I'm hearing. You're like, it either is or it isn't. Or maybe it's both. Who are you to say anything, you know? Oh, sorry, this was meant to be the other way around. This is kind of showing very much so a clear black and white thinking. Like either you love me or you don't. Jesus. It's a bit of pressure, isn't it? This is suggesting that it's more complicated than that. But your brain likes to go there because it maybe makes you feel more safe and secure. Black and white thinking makes you feel like you know what's up, but we know that that's not the case, that there's grey. And there's colour. Look how colourful today is, you know? There's yellow, there's blue, there's green. No, black and white isn't a thing. We do not live in black and white television. 5 of Inspirations, conflict. There's a conflict between a lot of people that is causing this. Are you in the middle of a drama just now? And do you feel very in between everything? And by taking a black and white stance, that's us against them, it allows you to feel more safe and secure. What you're presenting to the world Seven of Cups, which is choices, and the Magician in reverse. You're presenting the world like your desires and what you're trying to manifest isn't coming into fruition. It's kind of like a pointless venture. But that's because you actually have, and that's to do with your choice. It's not because of your choices, sorry. You're presenting that you're blocked from getting the things you want, but that's because you're actually unsure of what it is because you've got a lot of choices in what you want. I've got a lot of options, so I'm not really sure where to put my energies. But that's because you're struck by this black and white thinking. You're telling the world, I don't know whose side to take in this conflict. What the card is for this overall part of the reading is Empress, nurturing. I think that you've got a desire to look after everyone. You want everyone to be protected and everyone to be okay. But in order for yourself to feel self-assured within this conflict, you have to take a side. But you know it's not as complex as that. It's not as simple as taking a side. It's not us against them. There's a lot of things afoot in this. You're like, well, there's all these options of what I need to do and what I should be doing for all these things, but what I want is not really part of the question. Let them figure it out themselves. Have they tried figuring it out themselves? You don't have to take care of everyone. It's not your responsibility. Let's see influences working in your favor and obstacles working against you. Okay, influences working in your favor. Chariot in reverse. A pause. Blockage in momentum. So you're needing to take a pause and taking a step back from things. And that is working well for you. Dynamic. High Priestess in reverse. Blocked from intuition. You're being forced out of your spiritual body and into your physical body, is what I'm hearing. In obstacles working against you. A lot of burdens. You're feeling like you're carrying everyone's weight. And that's the thing, if you've got feeling like you have to protect the universe, that is a lot of burdens right there. Feeling so heavy that you can't take any steps forward. The Chariot in reverse, you know. That's because you're blocked from understanding the highest truth, the divine truth, you know. You're blocked from that, so there's not really much you can do in that regard. The card for the overall part of this is the Two of Cups in reverse. So there's a partnership there that's being blocked. A partnership which is like, no, stop. And this is kind of causing this thing. So Chariot, see there we've got the black horse and the white horse have combined both together to bring forward momentum. That is the masculine side and the feminine side coming together. It doesn't have to be male and female. Let's bear that in mind because gender is more complex than that. But two sides coming together for momentum. Now both of these are reversed. This partnership is blocking your forward progress and it's causing you to carry a lot of burdens. Talk to highest self. It's because you're blocked from your intuition. Your intuition isn't speaking to you. You're not speaking to your intuition. Because of that, you're unsure of which direction to take. Right. I'm going to get some advice for you from this Major Arcana deck. And we'll see what is up. The Sun. Chariot. And the Star. Shine light on what is going on. This Chariot doesn't suggest forward momentum like the other one. It's suggesting looking backwards. The journey is ahead, but looking backwards. Look back to see what's actually up. The Star also suggests past. Pour your emotions into this. Think really with your heart. Don't be thinking with your head and don't be thinking with your body or anything like that. You need to be thinking with your heart. Pour your emotions into this. Understand where this conflict is coming from. Understand why you're feeling stuck in between it all. This Sun doesn't feel positive to me. It feels difficult. It feels skeptical. Look at his face. There's judgment here, severe judgment. Shine light on that. Look back, really explore. Shine light on what's happened in the past. Think about it and pour love into the situation. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, Aquarius, I hope that helped. I hope that was useful for you. I will speak to you next week and hopefully you have a absolutely fantastic week ahead of you. Ciao for now. And get in touch if you want me to explore further with you. See you on Instagram. Bye.